This is Reddit. Why is this so funny? What comb is the most awkward or funny thing that has ever happened to you on a first date? This happened when I was in college. I finally asked out this girl I'd had a crush on for months. We agreed to meet at a nice little Italian restaurant. I was so nervous that I spent hours practicing what I'd say, making sure I looked sharp, and even Googled things to talk about on a first date. When we got there, everything seemed perfect at first. We ordered food, and I started to relax a little. Then, right in the middle of our conversation, the waiter brought out the bread basket. I grabbed a piece, tried to spread butter on it, and somehow the bread slipped out of my hand and flew across the table, landing right on her lap. She froze, looked down at her dress, then looked back at me. I was mortified. My face turned bright red, and I stammered, I swear I don't usually throw bread at people. To my surprise, instead of getting mad, she burst out laughing loudly. The whole restaurant turned to stare at us. I didn't know if I should laugh too, or just crawl under the table. After the bread incident, I thought the night was ruined, but she kept laughing and said, "Well, at least you broke the ice." That made me relax a little. As the evening went on, we actually had a really good time. We talked about our classes, our favorite movies, and even shared embarrassing childhood stories. I realized that the awkward start had kind of helped us loosen up. But then, just when I thought I was finally redeeming myself, the waiter came back to ask how everything was. I tried to say, "Everything's great, thank you." But instead, I accidentally said, "I love you." The silence that followed was brutal. My brain just froze. She stared at me, wide-eyed, and I quickly tried to cover it up by saying, I love the food. Yeah, the food is great." Thankfully, she laughed again. But I'll never forget how red my face was. By the end of the night, she told me it was the funniest date she'd ever been on. And believe it or not, we actually went on a second date after that. Though I made sure to keep the bread far away from her lap.